All right, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Hayden B. Grilling. Now, tonight we're going to fry up some chicken tenderloins, but I run home on my lunch break, and we're going to get these seasoned up and marinating. So let's get started. All right, first thing I'm going to do is grab me a pretty large bowl, and I'm going to pour some milk in there. Now, I'm not measuring this out. I'm just pouring it in to what I think is going to be enough to cover the chicken that I have. Next, I'm going to add Lowry's seasoned salt. Now, there's no measurement on this, just to your preference. Next, I'm going to sprinkle in some paprika. Just kind of eyeballing it here today, folks. Next, we're going to sprinkle in some onion powder. Next, sprinkle in a little bit of garlic powder. Then lastly, I'm going to sprinkle in just some regular old ground pepper. Now I'm going to take me a spoon. I'm just going to kind of stir this around to where it all gets kind of nice and mixed in together. Folks, I can't help myself with it. I got me some Franks here. I'm just going to squirt me a couple dabs of Franks in there to really kind of bring a little extra heat to it. Now, I've got these chicken tenderloins. I'm just going to start putting them down in the milk. Or, I'm sorry, our marinade. There, 3, 4, 5. There we go. We got about 6 of them in there. I think that'll be good for my wife and the kids tonight. And now that we got our marinade in, we're just going to put our lid on it. And we're going to put this in the fridge and let it sit until after work. All right, folks. So just got back to the house after work. Our chickens had almost 5 hours to marinate in that mixture that we made earlier. So let's get on with the next step. We're going to pour us enough oil, cover about 2 inches worth in our skillet. Now we're going to put our burner on a medium-high heat. Now while that's warming up, we'll go ahead and start dredging our chicken. So now I'm not going to measure anything out, folks. I'm just going to pour what I think is going to be enough flour for those 6 pieces of chicken breast that we put in the marinade. Next to our flour, we're just going to add some pepper. Then we're going to add some salt. You're going to take your spoon or your fingers, whatever you want to use. Just kind of mix that flour in around with your salt and your pepper. Next, we're going to start grabbing our pieces of chicken. We're going to give them a good coating of flour here. Then I'm just going to set them on this plate. I'm not dredging them a second and third time. They've been soaking in this milk mixture here. We're going to get these dudes good and coated with flour. Alright, folks, so I checked my temp and I had to turn my heat down quite a bit on my particular stove top for us to stay in that 365. But we're going to put our chicken in. The recipe I found said 8 to 10 minutes or until golden. With these little tenders, it may not take that long, so just keep an eye on your tenders, chicken tenders. Alright, folks, we just hit our 8 minutes on our timer, and look, I mean, I think 8 minutes for these tenderloins was the right number. Flipping them over, these things are getting that beautiful coloring to them. So we're going to get these all flipped and go for another 8 minutes. Alright, folks, so our timer just went off. We're going to pull these out the skillet. They've got some nice pretty coloring to them. Alright, so now we got a little bit bigger bowl, and we're going to put our chicken tenders in this bowl here. Next, I'm going to take a bottle of Parmesan garlic. Picked it up at Walmart. I'm going to squirt this sauce down in here. Just enough to where I think all my chicken that's in here is going to get good and coated with this sauce. Alrighty. So our chicken is good and coated now. Got me one of them bad dudes on the plate. Just cut into this. I want y'all to see how beautiful and white that chicken is. Alrighty, here we go with that taste test with this Parmesan garlic sauce. Yes, folks, that is really good. Very good. I may have overcooked my chicken just a smidge when I flipped it. I should have pulled it maybe, or checked it maybe at 6 minutes. but this is very good, very delicious. This is a quick meal. Now, I know a lot of people don't have the luxury of going home at lunch to make the marinade, but that's all right. You can do it the morning before you go to work, or the night before, and nothing's gonna hurt that chicken sitting in the marinade in the fridge. So this is another quick meal. This one took frying it all of 35 minutes. So another good meal. And a lot of y'all ask about sides sometimes. I've got some au gratin potatoes to serve along with this. So we're about to pig out. Please let me know what you think. Please like, subscribe, and we'll see y'all next time.